So when this guy started his career, he never expected he would get the level of respect he did later on. It had a lot to do with Mike Keenan having faith in him for the '87 Canada Cup, and he didn't disappoint. We're going to talk about probably one of the most underrated defensemen of the 1980s, the great Normand Rochefort. Now, the last name of Rochefort is iconic in Quebec for sports. Leon Rochefort and the other great athletes that have that name. When you say the word Rochefort, you're usually an overachiever or someone that's so dedicated to sports. Sports goes above all else. Now, this great Rochefort was a tall drink of water, 6'1", 225, 215, and he grew up in the great community of Three Rivers, Quebec, with Trois-Rivières. Now, when you're from Trois-Rivières, you got to be tough, and he showed his toughness playing with probably one of the most storied franchise in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. He played 3 seasons with the Trois-Rivières Drivers, and the Drivers are very well known for their dedication to player development. His best season, of course, was 1979, which ended up being a year where a lot of people were scouted him, and he got 74 points in 72 games. He also basically was also Rookie of the Year in the association with, of all people, Denny Savard in 78. And in 79, he made the Memorial Cup Tournament All-Star team. Despite the fact he only had 2 assists in 4 games, his defensive play really stood out. He also made the QMJHL second All-Star team in 1980 because he also shared time that year with the Quebec Remparts in that campaign. 81, he played 8 games with the Remparts before the big call-up to Quebec, because Quebec had Nordiques had drafted him in 1980 after his 47-point campaign, and that short stint with Quebec drew a lot of interest for his defensive play. He got 10 points, and 82 was part of the Quebec team that knocked off Montreal in the playoffs and got as far as the semi-final round. Now, 83, again, consistent numbers into 85, 24 points each season. 86, he was injury plagued, but 87, when he showed so much in that regular season, including a 13-game playoff run, Team Canada took him, and he was the unofficial kind of 6th or 7th defenseman, and he was getting some power play and shorthanded time. 88, the success continued with 13 points in a injury-shortened 46 games. Eventually moved on to Rangers in 89, but the injuries were starting to hamper his career. He didn't play any full season with New York, playing under his old coach, Michel Bergeron. Now, he finished his NHL career with a short stint with Tampa Bay in 94 after spending 1 season in Berlin in the German Elite League. Now, he spent most of the rest of his career with the IHL in Atlanta, Denver, San Francisco, and Kansas City. Again, still putting up some very, very solid numbers. Now, he was an All-Star in 87 against the Russians as well. Played 1 game in Rendezvous. NHL totals, 158 points in 598 games, 12 points in 69 playoff games. IHL, impressive numbers there too. 355 games, 74 points, including 23 goals, and 11 points in 48 playoff games. And now at the Canada Cup in 87, again, good totals, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. And if you can still find it, try to find a documentary where Mike Keenan talks about the fact that knowing that Rochefort and the experience was on the back end really helped Team Canada, because he needed a great mix of players. You know, we had Coffey and the rest of the top defenders, but he said Rochefort was a guy you really didn't need to coach, because being a Quebec star and playing in the Battle of Quebec and playing for the Rangers, playing in very key playoff drives, like where Quebec made 2 semifinal rounds, he really respected his skill. And that was sort of, it's kind of weird, eh? It took him 10 games in the Canada Cup to be recognized internationally, where he still was a top 15 defenseman in the NHL, sort of the Rick Green of the Quebec Nordiques. That was the word I was trying to find. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Give me a like, comment, or subscribe. And as we like to say, keep your stick on the ice.